Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're now at the point in the agenda for the public hearing. I will start off by reading the notice of public hearing, which states pursuant to New York State Environmental Conservation Law, Article 57-0121, paren 9, and 57-0123, paren 2, paren A. Notice is hereby given that the Central Pine Barrens Commission, Joint Planning and Policy Commission will hold a public hearing on August 17, 2022, on the matter of an application for a development of regional significance and hardship waiver. The name of the project is Expressway Drive North, Compatible Growth Area Hardship Waiver and Development of Regional Significance application. The applicant or owner is WF Industrial, and that looks like XII 12 LLC. And the applicant's representative is Charles Voorhees of Nelson Pope and Voorhees LLC. The project site is Suffolk County Tax Map number 200-662-2-5.16. The location is the North Service Road on the Long Island Expressway, west of Sills Road in the hamlet of Yaphank, Town of Brookhaven, Suffolk County, New York. The project description: the applicant proposes to develop 549,942 square feet of warehouses in 3 buildings on a 71.45 acre project site. The project is a type 1 action pursuant to the regulations of the State Environmental Quality Review Act. The Town of Brookhaven Town Board is the lead agency that adopted a negative declaration on January 13th, 2020. And it goes further to say said hearing may be adjourned from time to time as necessary. And it goes further to talk again about a public hearing will be held in person and remotely via Zoom at 3 p.m. on August 17th, 2020. It has, I may have an old version, but and the copy of the application is available for examination during regular business hours between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the Commission office at 624 Old Riverhead Road in West Hampton Beach, New York. So I would like to start by having the commission members and representatives state their name and who they are representing for the record. We start with Suffolk County.
Dorian Dale and Andy Freeling, representatives, Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone.
Town of Brookhaven.
Ed Romaine, supervisor with Emily Pines.
Town of Riverhead.
Muted.
I
didn't get it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yvette Aguirre, Town Supervisor, and Town Attorney Dan McCormick.
Okay, thank you. Town of Southampton.
Jay Schneiderman, Southampton Town Supervisor. Also, we have Marty Shea and Janice Shearer.
Okay. So I would like to state for the record that the commission is suspending the public hearing on Expressway Drive North Compatible Growth Area DRS and hardship application and suspending its review because the application is not complete as required under ECL 570123, implementation of the Central Pine Barrens Comprehensive Land Use Plan 2, paren B, that states the commission must make a decision within 120 days of the receipt of a complete application. The application for Expressway Drive North is not complete because it does not include the information on existing cleared areas related to the roadway and the installation of wells in the application and conformance review for standards and guidelines. We'd like to open it up, at least at this point, for Tim Shea, who's the attorney for the applicant, to provide him an opportunity to make a statement for the record. However, it's a statement. It's not presenting the application at this point. Go ahead, Tim.
Understood. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be heard.
Tim, just before you start, I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second, and Judy, I apologize. It's John Malazzo, Commission Counsel. We informed Mr. Shea by email earlier today of the commission's plan to suspend the review. And I just want to let the record reflect that he was provided notice, albeit short, but this discovery was made in the last 3 or 4 business days. So as soon as we had the information that we could provide to Mr. Shea, so we could provide to his client, we did so in a timely fashion as we could. I'm sorry, I just want to put that on. Thank you, Tim.
Not a problem, Mr. Malazzo, and I appreciate your prompt replies to my emails back and forth and our calls. Again, I don't believe that this matter should be suspended. I think the hearing should go forward, and I'm asking that the commission consider this. I'm going to go back a little bit and then just go forward. That this was originally a 192-acre site. 120 acres of this site was sold by Silver Corporate Park to the town of Brookhaven for use as open space, leaving the 72 acres approximately that is subject of this application. On Monday, I received the email from Mr. Malazzo indicating he had an issue to discuss. When he and I and Ms. Jacobson and Ms. Hargrave spoke, there was an indication that there was clearing on the property and they needed information on the same. Immediately after that call, myself and the development team went looking through all of our documents and files, and provided Tuesday morning a letter to staff demonstrating that the clearing in question took place pursuant to 2 permits, a town of Brookhaven tree clearing permit and a Suffolk County Department of Health tree clearing permit. That the clearing was done by the prior owner of the property, Silver Corporate Park. All of the documents reference Silver Corporate Park and puts one of their executives as the contact person. The cleared areas were all within, we've provided an overlay that the cleared areas were all within that area that was the subject of the original application before the Pine Barrens Commission, which received a hardship approval. That the overlay demonstrates that all but 3,803 square feet of the cleared areas would be prescribed to be cleared under this application. That even assuming that there was this clearance added to our cleared area calculations, the cleared area would still be at approximately 42% of the site, well below the thresholds for Pine Barrens clearing. For all of those reasons, and the fact that we have quite a bit of information on the overall project, which we believe the commission should be aware of when they're making any consideration of both this issue and the overall project itself, that it should be heard in one sitting. We understand there's not going to be a decision made today. But I think that giving the board a full rundown on the project itself will help in and assist in making an efficient, good decision on this particular matter. And my request would be that you not adjourn the hearing. We've provided enough information, including a survey that was dated prior to our client's purchase of the property, showing that clearing. So it obviously happened prior to the current owner and the applicant being entitled to the property. I will leave it to the commission to make their determination. Thank you for allowing me to be heard.
Thank you, Mr. Shea.
So Judy, I just want to put on the record, so the issue here is, as Mr. Shea indicated, the project This parcel was subject to a commission decision last several years, which was for a project that had an approval with conditions. And the conditions required them to do certain things before they did activity on the site. The assertion from Mr. Shea is that that owner, whether in possession or title of the property, went and cleared a road pursuant to 2 permits, one from the county health department and one from the town of Brookhaven, to do test wells. The commission's position is that that applicant did not satisfy all of their other conditions when that activity occurred. The other issue that is involved in this matter, which Judy talked about, was that the application for a DRS has to be a complete application, and the law requires a complete application, and you can only process a complete application. The commission is stating that the application is incomplete because the clearing that occurred prior to Mr. Shea's client either gaining title, possession, operational control of the property occurred and was not shown on the materials submitted in support of his client's application. So the clearing occurred, it's on the earth, it's not on the survey, it's not on the drawings that were included with the original application. In Mr. Shea's presentation to the commission staff yesterday, there is an acknowledgement of the clearing, and that was provided to the commission staff yesterday. So the reason we're suggesting or recommending a suspension of this hearing is to give Mr. Shea, who said he had more information to provide, an opportunity to provide additional information, and also allow commission staff to do their job like they always do, thoughtfully and not in a rushed manner, to consider all the materials that are going to be provided or have been provided to date on this. Test wells have been an issue for the commission, and this is a project that involved a test well that was done either by a prior owner of the property without satisfying all the conditions of their approval, and now a current owner who has clearing that's not shown on the map. I just wanted to put that in there just for completeness for the record, so that, if it's not fair, Tim, please, make sure that we all agree on what the statement is. And then after that, the action for the commission would be to vote to suspend the hearing, which would allow the commission to restart the hearing or take whatever appropriate action based on the information that's provided to the commission in the next day or 2 or weeks, or however long it takes. Thank you, Judy, for letting me to provide a full accounting of what's going on.
No, I appreciate that. So I guess unless Mr. Shea has anything further, we will move forward to have a motion from the.
I would allow anyone, I'm sorry, Judy, to interrupt again. I
Oh,
apologize.
sorry.
You know why. If there's anyone from the public that wishes to be heard on the suspension only.
You would have to use your raise your hand feature. Okay. From what I see, there is no one at that one. Oh, I see, excuse me, Dick Amper. Angie, does he have to mute? Oh, there, thank you. Go ahead, Dick. He has to be sworn in.
I'm going to say something.
Oh, excuse me, Nina.
We could swear her in, and just if you could just give your name for the, an appearance for the record, just who you are and who you represent. Thank you.
Okay, can I-
Nina Lenhart, Long Island Pine Barrens Society,
Can you spell your name for me?
NINA, Lenhart, LEONHARDT.
Okay. Okay, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give under oath will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to say something at this point. And we applaud the commission's decision to not move forward without having a complete application. And And at this point, we would hope that we would see all the information that is submitted to the commission before the hearing of this project. So that, we go online and we get the e-packets, which are very nicely prepared by staff, and we spend a lot of time reviewing them. We reviewed this one and we had a number of concerns, which we don't have to bring up since this hearing is suspended, but we would appreciate the opportunity to do so once a complete package is submitted.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Anyone else from the public? Okay. So then, at this point, then I would need a motion from the commission members to suspend the public hearing on Expressway Drive North, DGA DRS and hardship application, and suspend its review because the application is not complete. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Dorian, do we have a second?
Second, Southampton. I don't know if Jay's still on.
Second by Janice Shearer.
I'm here. That's fine, though. I support the,
I'll see you later. I'm like, yeah. Good point, Barrens.
Okay, thank you.
that's fine, Janice. You can second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so then the motion carries unanimously. So at this point, I guess that ends the public hearing portion